Bali, Thailand, Dubai. Everyone and their chachu is going to the same 3 places. But what if I told you there are 5 hidden spots in Asia that are just as stunning, with half the crowd, half the cost, and twice as good? And here's the kicker. 2 of these trips are so cheap, they can cost less than a week in Goa. This is for people who are done with influencer itineraries and want something real. Places where you're not squeezing into group tours or fighting for a sunrise photo. These aren't just cheaper, they're better and still under the radar. Let's start with one that went viral for a meme, but is way more epic in real life. You've definitely seen it online. That one viral kid doing the aura meme, that was Sumatra. But beyond the meme, this Indonesian island is one of the wildest, most affordable places you can visit, and barely anyone's talking about it. At the heart of Sumatra is Lake Toba, the largest volcanic lake in the world. It's massive, so massive there's an entire island inside the lake called Samosir. You can stay right on the water, local Batak-style huts with mountain views for under 2,500 rupees a night. Now go inland and you hit Gunung Leuser National Park. This is the kind of rainforest where orangutans, gibbons, and Thomas leaf monkeys just casually hang out in the canopy. It's one of the few places left where you can still see them in the wild. No cages, no fences. And if you're into surfing, Sumatra's west coast has something wild. The Mentawai Islands. These are ferry access surf spots with clean breaks, tribal villages, and zero crowds. It's a mix of culture and chaos in the best way. To get there, most people fly into Medan. From the airport, it's about half a day by road to reach Lake Toba, with shared taxis and buses running all the time. Once you're in, it's surprisingly affordable. Lakeside stays go for 2,000 to 3,000 rupees a night, and guided treks into the jungle start at around 1,500 rupees. Still think Bali's the move? Wait till you see what's next. Next up is Laos, a country most people forget exists until they go, and then they can't stop thinking about it. You fly into Vientiane, the capital, but the real journey begins when you take the high-speed train into the north. First comes Vang, Vieng, all cliffs and blue lagoons, where sunrise hot air balloons float over karst mountains and rivers wind through quiet valleys. It's like a budget version of Cappadocia, but greener, wetter, and far less filtered. Further along the same line is Luang, Prabang, a tiny UNESCO town with golden temples, colonial cafes, and streets that somehow feel both European and Southeast Asian at the same time. It's calm, it's slow, it's easy to fall in love with, and you won't need much to enjoy it. Balloon rides, cooking classes, long-tail boat cruises, most cost less than 2,000 rupees. Guest houses start around 1,500 rupees a night, and they're the kind where the Wi-Fi is weak but the view is strong. You don't go to Laos for luxury, you go to feel like time stopped and nobody told the locals, and somehow that makes it kind of perfect. Now we're heading to Borneo. Most people think Malaysia and picture Kuala Lumpur, but the real magic, it's across the sea, in the states of Sabah and Sarawak. This is one of the last places on earth where ancient rainforests still breathe, and the best way to see them? A slow boat down the Kinabatangan River. Pygmy elephants, hornbills, crocodiles. You're not spotting them through binoculars. They're just there, right beside you. The wildlife here is insane. But Borneo's not just about forests. Head east and you'll hit Sipadan, one of the top diving spots in the world. We're talking reef sharks, sea turtles, schools of barracuda, all in water so clear it feels fake. If you're more of a hiker, then there's Mount Kinabalu. It's the tallest peak in Southeast Asia, and the 2-day climb ends with sunrise views above the clouds. Brutal trek, unreal payoff, and the best part, it's easy to get in. Indians don't need a visa until 2026. Just fill out a free MDAC form online. Flights into Kota Kinabalu or Kuching are often under 10,000 rupees one way if you book early. Stays in the rainforest will cost you around 5,000 rupees a night. Not cheap, but for the kind of experience you're getting, it's wild value. And speaking of wild, the next place is technically closer to India than Delhi is to Bangalore. Let's talk about Sri Lanka. It's right across the water from Tamil Nadu, closer than some Indian cities, and somehow still underrated. What makes it special is the contrast. You can wake up by the ocean in Trincomalee, spend your morning on near empty beaches, and by afternoon, you're sipping tea in the hills of Ella. The train between Kandy and Ella is the real showstopper. Winding through misty tea plantations, it's one of the most scenic rides in Asia. No private tour can beat it. But don't just stick to the south. Go inland and you'll find the cultural triangle, Sigiriya's rock fortress, Dambula's cave temples, the sacred city of Kandy, all UNESCO sites, all quieter than you'd expect. Here's the kicker, it's cheap. Flights from Chennai to Colombo can start around 6,000 rupees one way, and boutique guest houses in places like Gal or Ella, 2,000 rupees to 3,000 rupees a night with breakfast included. It's close, it's stunning, and it won't burn a hole in your passport or your wallet. Now, if that still feels a bit too touristy for you, the last one flips the script entirely. Now for something completely different. Bhutan. You don't need a passport to get in. No visa queues, no embassy drama, just a government permit and you're in. But here's the thing, don't fly. Paro Airport is one of the most dangerous landings in the world. Instead, take the land route from Siliguri through Jaigaon. It's cheaper, safer, and way more scenic. Once inside, most tourists head straight to Paro and Thimphu. They're nice, but if you want to see Bhutan slow down, breathe, and actually actually feel remote, head to the Phobjikha Valley. It's a mist-covered grassland surrounded by hills, perfect for cycling, short hikes, and just watching clouds roll over farmland. No honking, no chaos, no influencer cafes, just quiet. Bhutan does things differently. You can't just book any hotel. Stays have to be in certified tourist lodges. And you need a licensed guide, even for short visits. Permits cost around 1,200 rupees per day, but that covers the basics and supports local conservation efforts. Stays can be budget or boutique. You'll find options between 2,500 and 5,000 rupees a night, with guides included in many packages. It's close, it's calm, and it feels like a reset button. So yeah, whether it's tracking wild orangutans in Sumatra, diving with turtles off the coast of Borneo, or sipping tea in a quiet Bhutanese valley, there's a whole world just outside the usual travel loop. And if you pick the right places, the right time, and stay curious, you'll end up spending less and feeling more. Comment below which one you're picking first, and hit subscribe for more no BS travel suggestions like this.